In this video, I'm going to share with you 9 everyday habits that I have picked up living outside the US that some Americans might find weird. Some of my daily habits might make Americans uncomfortable, but outside of the US, they're completely normal. My name is Ashanti or Shantiani. I'm a meteorologist, climatologist, linguist, singer, dancer, and I'm a world traveler. On this channel, I share with you my journey back to self through science, nature, travel, and intentional living. So these are not trends, baby. They're real habits that I picked up from traveling, from being in the military and also traveling, and learning languages. So let's get right into it. Okay, habit numero uno, washing with water after doing number 2 or number 1. Really, just after going to the bathroom. What does that mean? Not just toilet paper. I don't feel clean if I only wipe myself with toilet paper. So any toilet that my booty touches on a regular basis is going to get a bidet installed. That is a fact. But if a bidet is not accessible to me, I'm going to take a water bottle and poke a little hole at the top, fill it up with some water from the faucet, and get to sprinkling back there, okay? So that my booty can be clean and I can continue on with my day. In most of the world, this is actually basic hygiene, like in the Middle East, where I've lived, and other places. Numero dos. And habit number 2, the use of an African net sponge. Okay, it's pretty simple. I like it because it's better for exfoliation. You feel cleaner, right? Because you're really scrubbing off the dirt, and the sponge can last you for a long time. It's not really a sponge, it's like a deconstructed sponge, really. It's just this long cloth of sponge. And it goes a long way. Get you on. Habit number 3, antimicrobial soap like Dettol instead of beauty bars like Dove. They're actually really common in tropical climates just because they keep like fungi and other microbes at bay because, that type of climate is pretty conducive to those types of growth. So just because you're, getting a little antimicrobial on doesn't mean that it's actually harsh or bad for your skin. I have no qualms about it, and the people that I put onto it have no qualms about it. If you feel like your skin might be too dry, which it probably wouldn't be afterwards, but just take a page out of Black people's book and moisturize your skin afterwards. You can use baby oil gel, you can use baby oil, shea butter, cocoa butter, coconut oil, whatever you want, but get them dead skin cells up out of here and the microbes. Habit number 4, I do use WhatsApp. Although sometimes I wish that there weren't that many modes or ways that I could be communicated with, but WhatsApp is very convenient because it allows you to connect with a larger community outside of your immediate country, right? You can do texts, voice notes, location sharing, video calls, you name it, right? I am an iPhone girly, but everybody ain't got an iPhone, right? So WhatsApp is super useful for me. And like I said, I have friends and family all over the world. I am Nigerian as well. I have family on the other hemisphere, so it just kind of works. Habit number 5, I learned this from Brazil. I like to go to the beach with a canga or a pareo instead of towel. And why is that? A canga is very versatile. Also, it's sand resistant. So basically, you have your cloth, which is a canga. You can use it as a towel, you can use it as a skirt or a different type of cover up on your way to the beach and back home. You can lie on it, you can use it to cover a chair. And like I said, it is sand resistant. You just flop it out and there's no more sand on it, as opposed to a towel where things just kind of get messy and nasty and stuff. Plus, the canga dries really fast. So get you one of them and ditch the towel. It's one item, multiple uses. Can't get any better than that. Habit numero 6. I keep my phone in Spanish. Woo! I keep my phone in Spanish. I've been doing this for a few years now, but it's basically just an easy way to get a passive, immersive language experience. And as a person who is a linguist, that's very important to me to remain sharp, to be continuously learning. And a lot of the things that I learned from just keeping my phone in Spanish, I'm able to apply into the real world, different verbs and adjectives and phrases. It's really freaking cool. It is pretty daunting in the beginning, but after you get accustomed to it, it just becomes second nature. What I will say, caveat, is I do not keep apps like my banking apps and stuff in a foreign language. I will keep those in my native tongue because anybody playing about their money, period. I'm stupid. But yeah, every notification then becomes practice. It's really freaking cool. And it's a flex. I think there was a brief moment in history where I did change my phone language to the other languages as I speak, like such as Hebrew, but that's doing too much. I'm not doing all that. I haven't tried Portuguese yet, but I'm still learning it. The sun is out, child, and it is raining up here in these mountains of Colombia. You gotta love it. Habit number 7. I prefer to hang my clothes to dry. It's not very standard in the US. We love our dryers, but there's something about the clothes swaying in the wind. I don't know. To me, I just feel like my clothes smell even better when, the fresh air has kissed it. So not only is it just like aesthetically pleasing, it also saves money, saves energy. It preserves your fabric because we know these dryers be tearing our clothes up. And yeah, why not? Air is free for now. Habit number 8. I like to wear scarves, like silk scarves around my head as if I were a hijabi, but I'm obviously not. And I picked that up during the time that I was in the Middle East. But something about it just feels protective in every way. Like it serves as sun protection, it serves as wind protection, hair protection, and it just feels like you always have like a warm hug around your head and neck. And for me, that just feels very secure. So whenever I get a chance to throw one of those bad boys on, I do. I do. It's very practical. Habit number 9, last but not least. This might be weird to some people, but I like to pre-wash my undies in the shower when I take them off. I just take Dettol soap, that antimicrobial soap that I was talking about earlier, and just, get in there and scrub a little bit, agitate, and then I hang them up neatly. I will wring them out first, hang them up neatly to dry, and now you have a clean pair of panties. And this is very useful when you're, traveling and you might not have immediate access to, washing facilities. So in the event that you don't have, a washing machine, that could be a way to get through your trip. But ultimately, a lot of places they consider it like a pre-wash. Like I feel like I've learned that from my Caribbean friends mostly. Yeah. But either way, it's fast, it's clean, and it's very normal in other countries. So yeah, guys, those are my 9 habits so far that I could think of. But I'm sure I've picked up many others that are maybe weird to Americans, but normal everywhere else. But that's just global living, baby, and being a global citizen. So if any of this perspective resonates with you, do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment and a like, and really do please stay tuned for more. Ciao.